There's no better way to delight our customers' senses than with a good cocktail. We all know that, so why deprive them of this luxury in the next life? But getting the ingredients in the earthly life or in this one has always been so complicated for us. You know what? Let's take advantage of the fact that we no longer have any material body and let's invade realities. Surely that will avoid us some management. You are the new bartender, right? Well, you've already heard me. You have all our decorative paintings for getting the ingredients you need. Just don't keep the customers waiting too long. You know how it is. They just kick the bucket and it wouldn't hurt to ease their transition into this new phase. So let's get started. Welcome everyone to Spirits Bar. Hi everybody, we are PixPerfect, a studio that was born in the Game Jam Plus 24-25 event in which we started to bring to life the video game that today we want to present you. Spirits Bar is a video game of cocktail preparation and platforms in which the player have to manage a bar and the orders of ghosts who have just started their afterlife and ask for our excellent service in search of sensations similar of those they have experienced in the past, for which you will have to use paintings that we have in the bar from where you will extract the ingredients. Your goal is to fulfill the orders you receive, even though you get more and more and more and more. The idea is to complete as many as you can. Based on the variation between 2D and 3D sections and the mechanics of each of these, the game seeks to create a fun experience through the hilarious premise, the change of gameplay dynamics and the attractive visual style, as well as challenging by turning the player's immediate actions into short-term decisions that can affect the amount of drinks they deliver and the order in which they do so in the long term. The game is aimed at people between 12 and 25 years old, fans of cooking, platforming and arcade games, taking references from Overcooked for the cooking theme and The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds for the perspective changes to 2D platforming sections. After market research, we identified that several games with similar scope have had huge success and durable impact in their communities, easily reaching more than 100,000 downloads. In this first version, the game is planned to be played on PC, so our main distribution platform will be Steam, and in a second term, Epic Games Store. At PixPerfect, we are looking for investors to make Spirits Bar a reality. We currently have the prototype of the game in which you can already interact with the core mechanics and play endless games that only finish if you let your customers wait too long. Regarding our business strategy, we set the price of the game at $12, but what will our product include? Right now we have a 10% of the game developed, so we have elaborated a 1-year development plan in which we contemplate 4 milestones. During the first 2 months we will work on the visual design, prioritizing a clear and recognizable identity, while we develop an easy-to-understand UI and the technical areas polish the basic mechanics. In the second milestone, which will take 4 months, we will start the pre-production of a level-based game mode, while working on a lore-like narrative that enriches the experience and generates conversation around it. Also, minor mechanics will be added, such as an ice machine and a mixer that will be matched with an increase in the variety of drinks that ghosts order. And finally, a QA role will be implemented to the workflow. In the following 3 months, the production of the level-based game mode will be developed, which will have 6 levels in which the bar station will change its different elements arrangement. In addition, a marketing manager and community manager will be implemented, who will have to design an advertising campaign strategy and start the initial steps of its execution. In the last milestone, with 3 months remaining, the production of the level-based game mode will be completed and all the features work in the project will be closed. In the meantime, an exhaustive testing process will be conducted in order to generate the most stable build possible, and there will be in-person and virtual activations as part of the advertising campaign previous to the game release. In the future, we also have plans to continue making updates such as adding new levels, a multiplayer mode and a map editor, while at the same time we work on a mobile version. Regarding the game's marketing, we will focus on social media and YouTube paid advertising, influencers and presence in specialized industry events. In order to accomplish all this, we are looking for an approximate investment of $102,500 to be divided in the studio crew, social media marketing, influencers, event presence, and other costs such as store's publishing fee, copyright cost, and so on. We have mapped different scenarios for a Spirits Bar, and in the expected scenario there is a profit of approximately $310,000. Help us make Spirits Bar a reality. If you are interested, email us at pixperfectgames@gmail.com.